Welcome. We the people have got to recognize that we cannot fight all the battles against what's evil in our government by ourselves. We need to join forces. I have never done a message like this targeted just to the Michael Jackson fans. I really want to see justice done. Who really want to see justice done in the trial coming up here in April. The state of California versus the doctor who is supposed to take care of Michael when he's sleeping. This trial is going to be held in Los Angeles in the most secure environment they can design to protect the doctor, as well as all witnesses. However, the chances of a truly lawful and fair trial with all the witnesses coming forth are close to zero, somewhere between 5% and 0. This is a staged trial to make sure that nobody really pays a heavy penalty for the death of Michael Jackson. Why do I say that? How can I say that before we even know for sure which judge will actually conduct the trial? Which prosecutor? I urge you, Jackson fans, and those that care about justice, to take a look at a video clip I did a year ago called Free Fine. That's Free Fine. The reason this is important to you is that Richard Fine caught all of the Los Angeles County judges of the Superior Court, the state Superior Court, that work in the County of Los Angeles. He caught all of them taking open written bribes in the form of monthly checks. Under the law, they would only take their state salary. That was the law for the last 20 years since they went from becoming county Superior Court judges to state Superior Court judges. Yet all of them, or virtually all of them in Los Angeles County over the last 20 years, chose to take open bribes. It wasn't enough that they're now getting paid $171,000, approximately $14,000 a month, plus benefits, private parking, security, all that. That wasn't enough. They took an additional $4,000 a month from the County of Los Angeles, which Richard Fine proved was unlawful, was a civil tort and a wrong, and a penal card. He took it to Richard Fine took this to the California Appellate Court, which is the last and final court that ruled on it and said, "You're right, Mr. Richard I. Fine, attorney at law.
The California judicial system has been legislated to have been corrupt."
This was a penal code violation, and this is unlawful. Then what happened is the state legislature retroactively went back, and made it all legal. Anybody that studied laws, you can't make laws prohibiting something that's illegal, make it legal, or vice versa. That which was legal, make it illegal retroactively. That's never been the common law. Well, that's what the state legislature did, and Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger signed it into law, and there was no press coverage of it. This happened in the one week, a single week in February of 2009. So what are the chances that you will get an honest judge who can't be bribed when we already know, when Richard Fine's already proved all of the Los Angeles County judges, state Superior judges, have been bribed? And now the state government has not worked as checks and balances, but has legalized, or they think they've legalized, by making the law retroactively okay for them to take bribes from one briber. Why is that important? Because Richard Fine proved that in a period of about 3 years, the County of Los Angeles paying the bribes to the corrupt Los Angeles State Superior Court judges, they didn't lose a single court case. Now, I ask you, do you think that's relevant to whether the man accused of causing the death of Michael Jackson will get a fair trial? Or will he get a rubber stamp, small verdict, or cut a plea and be out the door with virtually no jail time? And then there will be an end of evidence to follow up the trail to see who really was behind the doctor to make this happen. You Michael Jackson fans, if you really care, you need to go protest Richard Fine. You need to go look at Free Fine and Zerman on Fine. And you need to demand that this trial be moved out of the county of Los Angeles to a county where the judges don't take open bribes. Otherwise, you'll get another kangaroo trial, just like Michael had in 2005, except the evidence was so overwhelmingly bad. The evidence in 2005 was so tainted, so constructed by a cabal of criminal prosecutors dumbing up false evidence that Michael won that one. Well, Michael's not here to hire attorneys to fight for himself. So the way you can bring pressure on this to move the trial is to bring pressure on getting Richard Fine out of LA jail, where he's been held for over a year, right in the downtown LA lockup. Thousands of you fans are now going to watch this trial or come to Los Angeles, and what you ought to do, take time out to go down and protest Richard Fine. Bring attention to the fact that all these judges, no matter which one they pick in Los Angeles, is going to be a judge that took open bribes. Is that the kind of judge you Michael Jackson fans want, deciding how Michael was killed? I'm William Wagener, hoping for we the people, we will pull together, get Richard Fine out of jail by exposing this, because the national and the state media has done a total blackout on Richard Fine. Why is that, do you think? It's because they don't want you to know California has now become a total fascist state, and the #1 political prisoner of California is Richard Fine. Proves that statement is true. I'm William Wagener. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, though many of you think I am. I am a fan of justice and true common law applied in the light of day, not in the darkness of judges' chambers and sidebars and deals cut behind the back and making law retroactively legal. So 450 criminals who sit on the benches of Los Angeles County won't have to go to jail. It's up to you. Go see Free Fine and Zerman on Fine. See you soon.